Hi, welcome to the Speak Boutique. I'm Tali Kellerstein, pediatric speech-language pathologist, helping children 3 years and up make great sounds. Today I'm going to talk about an author whose work I love, named Pat Huchins, and I have a few books of hers to show you and also a great follow-up activity at the end. So the first book is this one called The Doorbell Rang. This is a fabulous book for working on the R sound. In this book, a mother bakes cookies for her kids. Then just before they're about to eat the cookies, more kids ring the bell. And as the story goes on, more and more kids come in. So there's really two sounds that I would, this would be a go-to book for me. The one is the R because we've got doorbell and the doorbell rang. There's sort of a subplot happening where the mom is washing the floor. So as we go through, we can see how dirty the floor is. So lots of opportunities to work on that R sound. But what's everybody coming for? It's cookies. So another great book to work on our K sound because we've got everybody's coming in for cookies. So they might say, can I have some? And they might say, come in and cookies. So beautiful book for working on velar sounds. Next book is this one called Don't Forget the Bacon. The plot of this one is a little boy is told by his mom not to forget the bacon among other things on the shopping list. 6 farm eggs, a cake for tea, a pound of pears, and don't forget the bacon. As the child goes, he gets distracted by things that he sees. So 6 farm eggs become 6 fat legs. The two things that I would use this book for, one would be the speech sounds that are embedded within, and as you go, you can pick from the many things on the shopping list according to the targets that you need to work on. The other thing is just general, getting general longer phrases and the language that goes with it for remembering the plot of what the child was supposed to do and what he did instead. Another great target to work on is the F sound because we've got the word forgot and is it funny. So another really, really fun one to use in speech therapy. The Wind Blew is a nice, simple, repetitive story about wind blowing in a town, and each person loses an object. So here the wind blew the umbrella, the wind blew the balloon. So if I'm working on lip rounding in a W sound, this is a nice opportunity to get that sound and that word in many different sentences because the objects in the story continue to change. So it's a beautiful book for working on the W sound. The next book I'm going to show you is the sweet little book called Changes, Changes. It's about these little wooden dolls who are really good at problem solving. So they build a house and the house unfortunately catches on fire. And what they do is they turn their wood into a hose. And then that hose turns into a boat. And then the boat turns into a truck. 2 very resourceful little dolls. So what I would use this book for is working on the because you heard everything turns into something else, or the ch and j sound for children who are working on those mid-tongue sounds, or maybe if a child was lateralizing their ch and j and we need to get them crisper, we have the word change on every single page. And children really can relate to this because this is pretty much how their play is. They take a wooden block and it becomes whatever their imagination leads them to. Last but not least, I can't believe I discovered this book so late into my career. I just found it last summer, and since I got it, I used it with many kids and it was a hit throughout. We have 2 plots happening simultaneously. Rosie is a hen who just wants to go out for a nice walk. And for her walk, she goes across the yard, she goes around the pond, over the haystack, etc. At the same time, we have our second plot that's happening with the fox, who is following her and trying to catch her, but fails spectacularly each attempt. The book is amazing for several targets. For my speech kids, I'm using this when they've already consolidated a number of their sounds and I'm trying to get the speech in a less predictable context with a bigger variety of words, so that we're mimicking real life a little bit more. So this is more complex language. I like that it has a plot. For our language kids, there's a few fabulous targets that you could embed in this book. The speech pathologists who are watching, I'm sure right away picked up on how many prepositions are in here. So we had across the yard, we have around the pond, over the haystack, past the mill, so lots of prepositions. Each of the actions of the fox, also you could use a different verb. So the fox was hit by the rake or fell into the haystack. I use the fox to work on he and Rosie to work on she. And so you can get he chased her, or he followed her, or she took a walk. So many opportunities to practice the pronouns in the book. The bonus activity, this is so fun. I collected small objects to help kids retell the story in a tactile way. Somebody had asked if there's kits anywhere that you can buy for stories. It is possible. I have a running list of stories that are great to act out, and just on my notes in my phone, I keep a running list of objects that I need to buy. And when I'm at the dollar store or at Michael's, or if we go to the States, I'm at Hobby Lobby, then I'll look out for the small objects that I need. And over time, I collect them and make a little story kit. So for this one, we need a Rosie, we need a fox. So I've got my hen and my fox. The rake is key because Rosie walks past the rake and the fox is going to get hit by the rake. We've got the pond, which I got from Michael's. I used string for the hay. And for the flower, I had this, this is the end of an old belt. So I used that as the flower bag. I filled it with pom-poms, and that way when the flower spills, the kids can spill the flour all over the fox. I don't recommend you use real flour because it's going to make a mess. The pom-poms are super easy to put back in the bag and have your story just like it was when you started. And then I have these little bees for when he goes into the beehive. And that's our story. It's super easy to do. It's really, really fun, and is a hit across the board. Speech paths. What do you guys use Pat Huchins books for? What targets would you use these books for? Please comment below. That's my soundbite for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment, share, subscribe, invite your friends. See you next time.